The Leo and Danny Show. Fan Jerry's apartment.
Oh, God.
Demands to be the topic, at least for a couple minutes here.
Yes, and I'm worried because he's in denial about the state of that place, which is scary, to say the least. I have so much footage that I don't even know if I can put out because it's so grotesque, and I don't want to come off as being just this dick who always makes fun of Fan Jerry.
And also, I think the conditions are so bad in there that your channel might receive a strike.
Honestly, yes, because
for the dangerous or sensational content community standard.
Yes.
People could see that, and people who look up to Jerry could then say, what the fuck am I cleaning my room for? Roaches? Everybody told me those were bad my whole life, but they're literally falling out of Jerry's ceiling.
Right. First thing that happens when you Google, I have cockroaches in my house, is they talk about how they love burrowing into people's ears because the ear canal is heaven for fucking cockroaches. How could you sleep there? It's heaven for cockroaches.
Wow.
It's warm and just 98.6 degrees of gooey darkness that they love.
My idea of heaven is a hot tub in Aspen, all coked up with my dick between some big fake titties. But you're telling me for a cockroach, it's in an ear.
Yeah, and Fan Jerry's ear was probably perfect for them.
Leo, we're not exaggerating about these cockroaches either. No. And I really think it's true that if cockroaches are shacking up in people's ear canals, that if we post this footage of Fan Jerry's house, we could get in trouble for YouTube.
I think so.
We could contribute accidentally to cockroach murder.
Yes.
Tell me about your night. Because Leo wanted to do a video, not unlike our Compton videos, not unlike our survival in the woods videos. He wanted to spend the night in Fan Jerry's apartment.
Now,
I wasn't there, so I need to hear about this.
This is what happened. Mudflap, who's a character you'll see in this next, the Blink-182 video that's coming out in 2 weeks. He is a fan of Fan Jerry's. He's been in a couple of his videos. He got me hammered at the shoot, as you could probably tell. He gave me tequila shot after tequila shot. I thought it was a great idea. I felt productive to spend the night at Fan Jerry's house. I said, you know what? There was a kid that tried to do it. He said some things about the place.
There was a man who came out from New York and accused Jerry of two things. One was a sex offense.
Right.
And Jerry's been extremely sensitive about these accusations.
We can't bring it up.
We can't bring it up because we promised with our hand on a stack of Bibles, we would not say the words that Fan Jerry is a pedophile ever again.
Ever again. We wouldn't bring up the fact that he dated someone in high school and that people spread rumors about him having sex with 16-year-olds and stuff like that. We said that we would never say that again on this podcast.
I mean, Fan Jerry knows intellectually that they're naive at that age, that their bodies are tighter, and that they don't have enough worldly knowledge to reject a guy like him.
Exactly.
So his odds are higher. So he does occasionally sleep with 18-year-olds in high school and on some holidays 16-year-olds.
Right. And especially if he's in Vegas or states that allow that kind of thing. It's the kind of thing that Fan Jerry, it's a vice. Let's call it what it is. It's probably a vice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is what it is. But we promised we wouldn't bring it up anymore on the pod. So
and then also on March 23rd, which was the day he lost his virginity in upstate New York when he was 14 years old, he, on that one day, allows himself to have sex with 14-year-olds as an ode to his younger self.
Okay.
And see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Because he fucked a 14-year-old on that day.
Right. And he knows how to fuck with VPNs, so it makes it seem like he's in Germany, where apparently the age of consent is 14. So
yeah, his calibration skills.
Oh, they're strong. He learned them in the war.
But they work for the VPNs. They work for throwing off an agency as strong as the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Exactly.
Jerry is going to be none too pleased about this tangent we've gone. None of this is true.
None of it is true, guys. We're messing around. But
he gets so mad about it. It just obviously
we got to bring it up. Yeah,
it's a big juicy worm getting dangled in a sparrow's dreams.
It's the best.
That's what it is to us.
Yes. But his place.
The thing that he also got accused of by that man from upstate New York who tried to come out and move in with Jerry was of having a filthy place, quote, with shit stacked from the floor to the ceiling, with cockroaches, unlivable conditions. That's what he said was there.
That's what he said was there. Now, I'm not going to say that this guy wasn't exaggerating, embellishing, but when we got there,
When you got there.
When I got there.
I came later, but you tried to spend the night.
I tried to spend the night.
Which is unspeakable.
I don't know why I thought I could. You know, the first thing that happened within the first, 20 minutes, he was bumbling around. He was a little high, a little drunk, and he needed to record himself with Ian, who came by to record his vocals. I see a little creepy...
For the Blink-182 song.
Yeah, for the Blink-182 song. Over to the right, I'm looking down. I'm playing with his dog, and I see a creepy crawly.
Ooh, your first cockroach.
Yeah, first of the night. And I go, fuck, Fan Jerry, look, what the fuck is that? He casually looks at it and goes, that's nothing. Grabs a bottle of Raid, proceeds to go over there and smoke it. Now... Did he even clean up the carcass? No, he left the carcass on the ground. It disappears into the carpet that was the exact color of Cockroach.
Okay, that's how it works?
Right. I think that's what he does. He just lets it go in there. And his excuse for them being up on the walls was what? He said it to you.
That he just got his carpets cleaned.
Right.
And therefore they all went north.
Right.
Or up. And... like they're migratory birds.
Austin, you're laughing, but this happened, man.
And I'm going to tell you this. I came in the next morning, and I saw no less than 20 cockroaches.
Right.
They came out, thank God, for the main channel video, the Blink-182 video. I smoked probably 18 of those 20 with the Raid.
Yep.
They all fell to the floor. Fan Jerry didn't come out doot, 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 with a dustpan and a roll of paper towels and get him up. His carpet is a mass grave for insects.
Yes, it's absolutely disgusting. His dog is really happy, though. I can say that. All his animals seem like they're in good shape.
Like they're not being abused sexually.
Exactly, which was I was worried about that.
We all know the look in a sexually abused dog's eye.
And Riley hasn't had a finger up her ass, as far as we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told the story before about when I laid on top of my dog in 4th grade. And then when I got my penis licked by the dachshund with peanut butter on the tip in 5th grade, those dogs were still happy too. So I'm not saying you can't do any kind of sex stuff with a dog and it still be happy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when you start penetrating it more than a couple times a month, the dog's going to look real sad.
I think so.
A couple times a month. That's all we're at. Just don't go above a couple times a month. Ask Nico. He's a trainer.
Nico probably, this is one of the things he talks about with his, the people he walks the dogs for. He's also not a fucking trainer. Can we talk? Nico's a goddamn dog walker, but that's another story. Anyway, the creepy crawly, first one of the night. There proceeded to be about 3-4 more. I got most of them on camera. After a while, I was like, I can't keep filming like cockroaches. This is fucked up. Anyway, he showed me where he does his work. So he proceeded to basically tell me why each area of his apartment was in the state that it was in. He's like, okay, everything is in the kitchen right now because they clean the carpets. He said his work area, where he games and works, was dirty because he moved everything there because they cleaned the carpets. So everything was about the cleaning of the carpets made everything so to be in disarray.
Yeah, here's how I would describe it, because you're saying it's in disarray, but you're leaving a lot to the imagination. Yeah. Imagine a camp in the Wild West, say Montana, say Wyoming, that's been snowed in. There's a guy's tent. There's a hole that he shits in, and then there's a pond that he retrieves fresh water from.
Yeah.
And during the height of the snow, all there is a trench from the tent to the hole to the pond. In Jerry's house, the shit is stacked so high and is so ubiquitous, you can only go from the bed to the bathroom.
Shitter.
There isn't even a third place you can go. You can't go in the kitchen. Can you go in the kitchen, Leo?
No, that you could not actually go in the kitchen. I asked him for water. He said, I don't have any water. I said, okay.
It is a knee-high layer of debris that is all over his kitchen, all over his living room, and restricts your movement between bed and bath.
Yeah.
So is it much worse than it was in the original video that you went to Jerry's house?
That is a resounding capital yes.
Man.
With an exclamation point.
I don't think he can bring a female into that apartment.
You think, Leo? Well, the good news, not to pick on Jerry here. I mean, we've all had sex with questionable women. But the last girl I know confirmed he was fucking was like the sister of a meth head or something. So she might actually be used to those circumstances.
Yeah.
She might even feel at home.
At home, yeah.
Like a yuppie girl in SF might want some nice thread count sheets, a candle, clean bathroom. This girl probably wants cockroaches and shit in the kitchen.
Right.
Meth heads.
Right. But yeah, look, I couldn't stay there that night. I ended up walking to a Motel 6. It was that bad. But the video should be pretty funny.
I
bailed on a video. I couldn't do the 24-hour challenge in Fan Jerry's. I wasn't going to be able to be productive the next day. I had to film a lot. I gotta say is that we need to do another intervention for Fan Jerry. There's definitely more to be done to fix what's going on.
I think we could get a really high budget one going on if we just call that channel that does hoarders.
We should.
They'll come.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
We need to do that. That'd be great. He kind of why does he have all the excuses? I feel like at some point he's got to be like, okay, yes, this place is a shithole. He won't say it. He says he likes it there. He loves it. He waves at the neighbors. He's like, Juan, DeAndre. I'm sorry that it's.
You think you just got a little racist there,
I got a little racist, but it's
Juan and DeAndre?
Yeah, that was fucked up. I don't know why I said that. Well, because
who else is there, Leo? Caesar.
There's a Ling Lu downstairs for sure.
Asians will not tolerate those sorts of conditions.
No.
Ling Lu sounds like a cross between a Chinese woman and an Asian woman there.
It was an Asian, but you know those Asians that like are smoking cigarettes in front of all the kids? You know, she was one of those.
The ones with massive gambling debts.
Exactly.
I understand.
She was one of those Asians.
So Jerry is in that place. He did, though. You said that he won't acknowledge it. In the Blink-182 video, we did, it's All the Small Things is a song we use. In the Beatles video, we did A Little Help from My Friends or whatever. This time we used All the Small Things. And one of his lyrics that he delivered powerfully was, I live alone in a shithole, surrounded by dumb animals. Na 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 na. And he did sing that with a lot of passion. Oh God,
he was great.
From his shitty kitchen while holding his stupid animals.
And it was unbelievable.
I mean, he's got a sense of humor about the place.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, he's acknowledging it a little bit, but we had to let you know. You guys will be able to see through Leo's channel, through mine, the extent of this place. I mean. He makes Austin look like he's living in a Tribeca penthouse.
Yes.
And we've all seen Austin's shitfuck trailer. It's not good. It's not good.
I will say this. I think the best thing that Fan Jerry could do to really, really help his case here is get a gallon of gasoline and douse that apartment with it and throw a fucking match in there and start the fuck over.
Well, okay, for humanity's sake, I think that is the best approach because humanity would be better off if the Hitching Post Motel vanished from the face of the earth.
Yeah.
But in Jerry's personal case, I don't think getting hit with an arson charge right now is the right move. I think Fan Jerry, when you factor in the overweightness and the alimony and the drama with the baby mama, if you throw in a felony arson charge, he's going to take his own life.
God, I always forget that about Fan Jerry. I hope that he's realized that the fact that he's alive is a gift and he should think every day is beautiful, Fan Jerry, no matter what. But yeah, it would be bad, probably.
Good for humanity, bad for Fan Jerry. What he needs to do is he needs to get up and he needs to get out of there.
He needs to get out of there, man. We might have to help him, and maybe sign for his. He'll pay. He's gonna pay the fucking rent. I doubt that he'll not pay the rent on, right? I mean, we could probably sign. We could co-sign for an apartment because he could afford $1,200 somewhere. Apartments everywhere, all over SoCal, are like really cheap right now because everyone's leaving.
I don't know. I think I would have a really hard time fronting the money for anybody in the crew's apartment, but I think Fan Jerry might be the #1 guy to go AWOL and stop paying you.
You think so?
Wouldn't trust Inland Iggy. Probably wouldn't trust us. Leo, I don't know.
Really?
You could have some shit with a chick and snap and move to the middle of the country and start a family. Like, God knows what could go on with you.
God damn it, I could do that.
Your midlife crisis could see you disappear to Greece, where it's legal just to lay out with your cock in the sun.
Dude, you're absolutely right.
Fuck teenagers.
How'd you know I like to sun my cock? I love sunning my cock. Guys, it increases testosterone. Definitely try to get some sun on your cock. Sunning your cock is great. I was doing it in the apartment until now. My roommate's there all the time, but before
the 19-year-old?
Yeah, the 19-year-old. He blows me. I'm just kidding.